So we're at Vmix and we're trying to figure out how to easily integrate social media comments. Is it live feed or is it select comments?
It can pull from the live stream. So it's basically a separate application that runs in here, and you can see right here. So you have Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I'm not sure what RC is. I've never used that one. But you just log into each platform. If I turn it on, I'll have to log in to my actual stream.
Right.
But you log into your YouTube account, pick the stream, like the live stream event that you have listed, click OK, and then all of the data from you leave that open. And all of your data can be populated as a data source into these images or into these graphics. So I'm just going to pull this one up. It's not going to have anything in it because we're not tied to a live stream.
Right.
But this would get pulled from the user's image. So their icon, that would be their comment, and then that would be their username.
So when you have a lot of comments, especially in a very small window, that kind of flies by,
So,
right?
yeah. So it creates this web interface. So you just click on this, and this will actually be listing all of the comments that you receive, and then you can push them to approve or deny, and those go into, they call it a queue, and that when I click that view all queue, it'll show you all of the comments that are listed there.
So if I'm doing the live stream, that seems to be a lot of work.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem to be practical.
Yeah, so most people, what they would do, like if you're doing it a one-man band, like you're going to do the live stream by yourself, most people would have their computer where they're doing their switching with their graphics and everything, and you would put this screen on like a tablet, just off to the side. You could put it up in an iPad. As long as it's on the same local network, you can go to that IP address. If you're on my network right now, you can go to that IP address right there on the phone. And you would just select the comment you want to show, tap it on your iPad, and it would go out to the program. That would be the way to do it if you were going to do it by yourself. Make sense?
Okay.
Kind of.
So second question. So I'm seeing more and more desire to bring in more video sources without having to have a lot of connected devices. So one of the things was that how do you bring in other devices like a more capable phone, right, with a very nice camera. So what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, sure. So within the top 2 tiers of Vmix, you get a free service called Vmix Call. So I'll just go in here and I'm going to add a video call. What this does is it creates a web link here that you could give to a remote contributor. So let's say you have a friend that's at their house and you want to bring them into your show. You could send them this link, they open it in a browser, they could open it on their phone, they could open it on an iPad or a laptop with a connected webcam, and they'll pop up right here in your production. And you can send them a return video feed as well as a return audio feed of your choosing. So you have 4 outputs that you can send them.
So does that comes to your client directly, or does it go through some cloud?
It uses a technology called WebRTC, which is what like Zoom uses. So it's super low latency. It passes through a server that Vmix hosts themselves. It doesn't cost you anything to use the service. It's included with the purchase of the software, which is a one-time purchase, not subscription. When you send out this link, it is unique. It's a one-time link. So if you were to close this project and not save it, you would lose the link. So you'd have to generate a new link. You can either send them this URL, which will take them directly to the call where they enter their name, and it'll show up the screen. We can do one if you want to do it on your phone. Or you can give them this password, and they can enter their name and the password at vmixcall.com. But any connection that's coming from a browser on a device like an iPad or a phone is going to come in at 720. If you have a Vmix to Vmix connection, it'll be 1080.
So what about the latency? How do you address the latencies? Because a lot of time, like if I want to have a correspondence with that individual.
You don't want to talk over each other. Yeah.
Well, not just over each other, but a lot of time it's really hard to manage the the interactions.
Sure, yeah. WebRTC is going to be about the lowest latency you're going to get. So it's sub-second latency. So, I mean, I personally did a 3-person remote show where I was the host of it and didn't have a single problem. I've done numerous events during COVID where we were doing remote shows and didn't have a problem with it.